What's up, Battlefitters? It's a puppy here, and I'm bringing you Litterbug Challenge number 3. Now, I wanted to go ahead and put this out there really quick, just so you guys know, I am not putting this out as a weekly series anymore. I started to at first, and I wasn't getting the response that I wanted, and that's okay. It's cool. I'm still going to do it. It's just not going to happen as often. It's maybe if responses pick up to it, and I got more people participating, I might do it a little bit more often. Just it's up to you guys and what you want. I don't want to be doing something that nobody wants to watch or do. Now granted, I am getting a little bit of an impression that you guys just like watching this stuff, so I may just take off the challenge end of it and just on occasion decide to, if I feel like I have a topic about it, just going and getting a Litterbug game to play to talk over. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments what you feel about that. If this is any more entertaining to watch than your regular gameplay. For those that are new to the channel, there is a different set of rules for Litterbug, and I'm going to put that down in the description, or you can go check out Litterbug Challenge video number 1, in which I talk about how to play Litterbug. And I will also put a link to that video in the description. Stop messing with your kit, puppy, and focus. Now, this is not a live comm. I wanted to go ahead and say that when this did happen, I was actually not feeling very well. I had an allergic attack. It felt like I had been sneezing my face off like a good solid 2 hours. And I don't mean like sneeze and then 10 minutes later sneeze. I mean like sneeze, 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 sneeze for 2 consecutive hours. And by the time I finally stopped sneezing and realized that I did indeed still have a face and a nose that was still attached to my body, I sounded terrible. And listening to a commentary, it's kind of about what I sound like, at least to some degree. That's that. And but that's not the main topic that I want to talk about. So what's been going on in Puppy's life? Well, 2 big things have been going on that have passed recently, and one is that I participated in the PTFO Director's Cut Finals. Team Anarchy Noobies actually invited me back to participate with them in the finals against Team Anarchy. And I was nervous as hell. I was shaking like a leaf on a autumn tree. It was terrible. I was nervous, because I'd played against them before, and they're really good. And, while I can practice with someone like that and scrim with them, and I don't get nervous at all because it's just a scrim, when there's something on the line, it ramps the adrenaline up a notch, and it ramps the nerves up a notch. And, well, to put it quite plainly, Puppy ended up choking. There was several times in that video, which I will be posting up later this week. I was trying to get it out sooner, and it hasn't worked out for me, you guys. It's gonna be a bad gameplay, I'm not gonna lie, but everyone deserves to even see when good players such as myself, because I am awesome. Everyone deserves to see even when people like me just get pooped on, which is clearly what happened. But I'm not complaining too much. It was a fun game, and ultimately, when it came down to it, the better team won, and that was Team Anarchy. So, props to them. Huge props to them. A great group of guys. All of the Sons of Anarchy are a great group of guys, and, I don't care what anyone says about them. They're hold on, this is funny, you guys. Yes! That just happened. That just happened, son. No, Sons of Anarchy is a great group of guys. I'm getting distracted. Just because they're good doesn't mean that you can't that they have their try-hard pants on all the time. I mean, a lot of other YouTubers were complaining about them being in the event, and my opinion on that is more or less just, I mean, what do you expect them to do? They're really good players. Do you expect them to just like lay down and let you kill them? I don't know. I don't understand. They're gonna try. I mean, they don't want to die. Tags. But that's besides the point. So, the other topic that I want to talk about, let me go ahead and move on. The other topic that I want to talk about, and the one that I'm more excited about, and the one that this video is all about, is Puppy. Yours truly was recently in fail. That was a fail. Puppy was recently involved in a podcast. Me and a group of friends, other fellow YouTubers, have started a podcast. Scott the MassNERDerer, Time Itself, and Culprit008. Now, if you haven't checked any of these guys out before, which I'm hoping you have, these guys are awesome, and this little clip and escape with my life, it was awesome. I can't believe I did that, but if you haven't checked these guys out, you really need to go check them out. They're good guys, and they're a lot of fun to hang out with. They make some really good videos. They have a lot of different personalities, and you know, check them out. Dang it! But anyway, we all decided to get together and make a podcast, and last night we started the podcast. It was our first night doing it, and it actually went a lot smoother than I thought it was going to. I was actually thoroughly pleased with how smooth it went. Scott was our host, and he was the hostest with the mostest, I must say. He was on par with it, man. He kept events flowing. There wasn't a lot of downtime or anything like that, and I don't know, the podcast was great success. So it was really fun. But in the video we talk about spawn trapping and killing and ethics of it and things like that, and you guys will get to hear my thoughts on it. I'm going to go ahead and put a clickable link in the end of this video, so when you do see it switch over to the screen, it's going to be a brief little snippet of the podcast, just some lulls that we were having, and you guys can go ahead and click on that, and it will transport you magically via the power of the interwebs over to the podcast. And you know, obviously it's a podcast, so it's a little bit longer, so you know, be prepared to have a good little sit, grab your popcorn and your drinks, and make sure you've already gone potty, things like that, you know. And oh, puppy fails right there, bad. But no, where was I? Oh yes, okay, so we talked about spawn trapping, things like that, and we also talked about YouTube and how recording your gameplay for YouTube changes the way you play. And this topic really was like one of the ones that hit home with me. I didn't get a chance to really talk about it much in the podcast, but like this one, I don't know, like I just kind of got distracted and couldn't put the thoughts out there. But this one has affected me so much that it's just you know, at first when I started playing and started recording my gameplay, I was like, how can this affect me? You know, I'm just recording gameplay, it's whatever. But once you actually start doing it and you start seeing just how much differently you'll play, because you start thinking, alright, people are going to be watching this. There's going to be, you know, people criticizing, why did you do that? That was stupid. And things like that. And, oh, your aim is terrible. And, you know, you get criticized everywhere for it. Now, luckily, my subscribers, you guys, that's you. You guys have been awesome enough to not really ever point anything out to me that is quite that harsh and been like, you're stupid. But you know, and I appreciate that, you guys, but I don't know. And the last thing that we end up talking about is rage, and you know, video game rage and how it affects me. And there's some interesting things in there that I let loose that you guys probably wouldn't even believe hearing my commentary. So you know, definitely go check that out. This video's over, so I'm gonna go ahead and hush up now. The link's coming. Get ready to click it. Get your clicking finger ready.
Right. Or you know what? Before we go, let's just see if anyone in the chat wants to contribute. I think before we switch topics, that'd be a smart decision from here on out. If anyone wants to say anything specifically related to recording's effect on gameplay, we'll backtrack there for a second. See if anyone say anything. I hear garbage can. Okay. What do you do? I look in the chat and Puppy's talking, hating on Max right now.
You can throw it in my garbage can.
Okay.
Alright, so if you didn't click it, it sucks to be you. I appreciate you guys for watching the video. I look forward to your comments as always, and I will see you on the battlefield.